This hard drive was thrown in the trash 3 days ago. And honestly, I probably should have left
The
it
logs
there,
are spiking. Something's wrong.
because
Patching
what
the
I
vulnerability
discovered
now.
inside didn't
Come on,
just
deploy
shock
before
me,
it spreads.
completely changed how I think about digital privacy and the traces we leave behind. My name is Digital Evidence Stories, and I recover data that people think is gone forever. Last Tuesday, I was walking past a construction dumpster outside an old office building in downtown. That's when I spotted it. A 2 terabyte Seagate external drive just sitting there on top of broken furniture and trash bags. Now, most people would walk right past this, but as someone who spent 5 years in digital forensics, I know something critical. When people throw away hard drives, they rarely delete everything properly. They think hitting empty trash is enough. It's not. So I took it home, plugged it in, and the drive showed up as completely empty, 0 files. Whoever owned this wanted it clean. But here's the thing about deleted data. It's never really gone, and I was about to prove it. What I found in the next 48 hours left me absolutely speechless. But before we get there, you need to understand the process. First, let me explain how data recovery actually works, because this is where most people get it wrong. When you delete a file from your computer, the operating system doesn't erase the actual data. Instead, it just removes the pointer, the address that tells your computer where that file lives. Think of it like removing a house number from a street. The house is still there, you just can't find it anymore. That data sits on the drive, invisible to normal users, until it gets overwritten by new files. And that's exactly what I was counting on. I connected the hard drive to my recovery workstation and launched a deep sector scan using professional forensic software. This isn't the kind of program you download for free. This is industrial-grade recovery that scans every single sector of the drive, looking for data fragments that still exist. The scan took almost 6 hours, but when it finished, my screen lit up with results. 847 deleted files. Documents, photos, spreadsheets, email archives, browser history. Everything this person thought they had erased forever. Some files were corrupted, sure. Maybe 30% were unrecoverable. But the rest? Perfectly intact. I started sorting through them systematically, organizing by file type and date. Most of it was mundane. Tax returns from 2019, vacation photos, work presentations, nothing unusual. But then, I noticed something strange. Buried deep in the directory structure, there was a folder that didn't fit the pattern, and it was password protected.
Now, finding a password-protected folder on a deleted drive, that's a massive red flag. People don't encrypt things unless they really don't want them found. And whoever owned this drive didn't just delete this folder. They encrypted it first, then deleted it, then threw away the entire hard drive. That's 3 layers of intentional concealment. My mind started racing through possibilities. Was this financial fraud? Corporate espionage? Something illegal? I had to know. So I ran a dictionary attack using a password cracking tool. This process tries thousands of common passwords and variations until something works. It took almost 3 hours, cycling through over 50,000 combinations. And then at 2:30 in the morning, it cracked. The password was simple, almost heartbreaking in its simplicity. It was just a name, Emily. I opened the folder, and what I found inside wasn't what I expected at all. There were no financial records, no corporate secrets, no evidence of wrongdoing. Instead, I found a journal, a digital diary with entries spanning 5 entire years. The first entry was dated March 14th, 2018. It read, "The doctor confirmed it today. Stage 3. I have maybe 2 years if I'm lucky." This wasn't a criminal hiding evidence. This was someone documenting their battle with terminal cancer. Over 120 text files, each one a window into this person's life. Doctor appointments, treatment schedules, voice memos recorded on their worst days. letters written to family members they'd never sent, photographs of better times. And as I kept reading, the entries became more raw, more honest. This person wrote about their fear, their hope, their regrets. They wrote about sunsets they'd never see and grandchildren they'd never meet. And then I reached the final entry. It was dated October 9th, just 3 months ago. The last words simply said, "If someone finds this, please know I lived as fully as I could. Don't be sad for me. I made peace with this a long time ago. Tell my family I love them." I sat there in complete silence. This wasn't trash. This was somebody's entire soul, their most private thoughts, thrown away by someone who had no idea what they were discarding.
Here's what this experience taught me that I'll never forget. Every hard drive tells a story. Every deleted file represents a moment in someone's life, and sometimes those moments deserve to be remembered, not erased and thrown into a dumpster like garbage. I couldn't just keep this to myself, so I spent the next 4 days trying to track down this person's family. Using metadata embedded in the photographs, timestamps, GPS coordinates, camera model information, I was able to piece together a location. Then I cross-referenced names from the journal entries with public records. It took time, but eventually I found them. I found Emily's daughter, Sarah. Yesterday afternoon, I drove 2 hours to return this hard drive in person. When I handed it to her and explained what I found, she broke down crying right there on her doorstep. She told me that after her mother passed away, her stepfather had cleared out the house and thrown away boxes of belongings without checking what was inside. Sarah thought all of her mother's words, all those private thoughts and memories, were gone forever. But they weren't. They were recoverable, and now she has them back. So before you throw away an old hard drive, remember this: deletion is not permanent. Your memories, your secrets, your entire digital life can be recovered by someone with the right tools and enough patience. If you truly need something gone forever, use a secure wiping program. Military grade, 7-pass minimum. Otherwise, it's all still there, waiting to be found. If this story moved you, hit that subscribe button. Next week, I'm attempting to recover data from a water-damaged phone that spent 6 months in a lake. Trust me, you won't believe what survived.